Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ReelQuick, episode 163. We are going to be drafting the best summer vibes movies. Today it is just myself and Tyler. We just finished recording ReelTok episode 97, which you guys saw 3 days ago. Unfortunately, Cam is doing some house reno today with Bailey and Emma. Well, probably not with Bailey, probably just with Emma. I can't imagine Bailey's out there throwing hammers around. And Seth had to dip after our ReelTok episode. Bit of a time crunch, and that episode ran a bit long. So you got me and Tyler, and we're going to talk about 20 summer vibes movies. It looks like I have the first pick. So you can lock in Richard Linklater's Everybody Wants Some as my first pick. I was curious if you were going to question that, since technically it takes place like the week before college starts, which technically is still
summer.
Still August, but that's my one.
I believe 2 exclamation points is correct, right? That's the title.
Correct. Yeah, 2 is correct.
That I'm going to rewatch that movie soon, and it's definitely going to go up in ratings simply because I think about that movie
all the time.
Ever since I watched it. All the time.
Too often, actually.
And every single time I was watching a horror movie the past 2 days, which none of them I disliked. Like 3 stars was the lowest one. Most of them I really liked. I was like, I really want to be watching Everybody Wants Some, but if I'm going to be watching a movie, I got to be prepping for the pod. But man, I'm probably going to rewatch that today. Just what a movie, man. But great first pick. My first pick, I'm going to go with Mamma Mia, just an all-time summer movie.
Yeah.
Just, on the Greek oceanside, summer, weddings, sunshine, the ocean, the beautiful Mediterranean, just great vibes all around. Great music, ABBA, just all feel good every which way you slice it. So Mamma Mia. I think that is exclamation point too. Did we just? I believe it does. Maybe
I think so.
Exclamation point draft.
2 exclamation point movies.
Yeah, it does have an exclamation.
It's you that likes 2 better than 1, or is that Cam?
No, that's Cam, and that's Cam. Some other people as well. But no, Mamma Mia 1 for me is like all timer. Mamma Mia 2 is like a 3.5. Still very fun, but
yeah.
I feel like if you're in the mood to watch, like you're never going to be in the mood to just watch one over the other. So if I'm ever going to watch a Mamma Mia movie, it's always going to be 1. Like I probably have no reason to ever watch 2 again.
We don't have Cam here to yell at us that we're lost with that take.
Mm-hmm. It's not close. So it's back to me again. Summer vibes movie. I will go with a movie that a lot of people talked about when it comes to 4th of July movies. And I'm kind of going off the beaten path here. Not like Mamma Mia is an obvious me pick, but I have a lot of stuff on my list that I prepped. The stuff that's like, whatever, stuff I haven't really picked before. But a lot of people have this on their 4th of July draft. I'm going to go with The Sandlot. It's like an iconic movie watching all the time growing up.
Yeah, good pick.
Sandlot, great movie.
I'm going to go with, so I think this is a hot take. But what I think is Spike Lee's best movie, I think, is Crooklyn, which I know Do the Right Thing is typically lauded as is like number 1, but I like Crooklyn a bit more. So I'm going to take Crooklyn, and then on my back-to-back, I'll go back-to-back Spike Lee, and I'll take Do the Right Thing.
I thought you're going to do another rug pull and be like, I'm going to go Black Klansman or some other like Spike Lee movie now.
That'd be fucking crazy. No, but the Crooklyn I definitely wanted on my board, but I didn't think you were. I don't even know if you've seen it. But I'm pretty sure you've seen Do the Right Thing, and I'm pretty sure you rate it rather highly. So I wanted to take it from you respectfully.
No. Yeah, it's a 5-star. And I was debating draft because it would have gone before The Sandlot. And I was like, I don't know. Because like the list I'm more going for is like summer vibes, like good vibes. I feel like Do the Right Thing is the most summer movie like maybe ever. It's just so summery, like the sweat, the hotness of the NYC streets. But like it doesn't like feel like it's not like, I don't know how to put it. Because this is obviously like a very heavy subject matter movie. And it's like not like the vibe I was going for with my 10 I'm going to pick. So whereas like The Sandlot is more like, like a jovial, fun, happy-go-lucky movie where like the biggest worry in the world is a scary dog across the fence as opposed to, racial relations and the devastating cycle that'll never change. But so now I get back-to-back, yes. So I will go with yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just have a fun draft today. Let's go High School Musical 2. Let's have a fun time here. The golf course, Troy Bolton bet on it, and like changed the chemistry of my fibers of my being.
Yeah,
Unreal.
generational song.
And yeah, and I know he went through a spout where Zac Efron didn't like talking positive about High School Musical, but I like that he's gone full circle and now he's like, he looks back fondly on it. He talks highly of it. It's kind of lame. It's always lame to me when people are like, yeah, I was younger, just trying to break into the scene. I hate those fucking movies. Like, I think it's cool when they own it and have a good time with it. And then I don't know if you've seen this movie. I'm going to go to on the comeback, but we go Wet Hot American Summer. That is like a very acquired taste comedy that if you don't buy in, you're going to hate it. Cause it's like Paul Rudd, Bradley Cooper. It's Bradley Cooper's first movie actually. And all these actors who are like in their 30s, but like playing like 18-year-olds. And like, it's just like the gimmick you have to buy into. They're all like not even 18, maybe younger. There's like kids at summer camp, but they're all played by full straight up adults. And then there was 2 TV series spinoffs with the same characters coming back that had a season each that I loved both of them as well. Like, I just think is funny. I dig it. Honestly, similar kind of humor to like Real Bros of Simi Valley, which is a weird comparison, but like I feel like if you like that, you might like Wet Hot American Summer. But good movie, first Bradley Cooper movie. Fun fact.
Oh, interesting. That I didn't know. All right, I just had a movie I want to pick. I want to have fun with this too, but I still think a draft board without Jaws would look weird. So I'll take Jaws, and then now I'll play around with my remaining 6 picks. My number 5, my 5th pick, I'm gonna go with Palm Springs.
Hell yeah, that was gonna be on my board if you didn't take it.
Yeah, that's such an underrated romantic comedy time loop movie. Not even of this decade, just ever.
Cam's a huge fan too. That would probably be already picked if Cam was here.
Yeah, Cam's a big fan. So I'm sure he'll be happy to see that on my board. But yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Speaking of Jaws, is this a safe space to say I've never seen Jaws?
It is a safe space, but now I'm judging the hell out of you.
I've never seen. I mean, it's one of those like with a lot of like classic movies and iconic movies where it's like it was on ABC Family growing up, and I've seen like a scene here and there, but I've never start to finish watched Jaws.
Yeah, no, it's for sure a safe space, but I have now completely rearranged my thoughts on you, Tyler.
Yeah, and I always feel so left out because like when they posted the top 10 summer blockbusters, I'm like, how is Top Gun Maverick on here? And they're like, Top Gun Maverick, how's Jaws on here? I'm like, I haven't seen Jaws. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me. But yeah, speaking of, this is a total aside, but last night Riley and I like blended our 2 passions in the perfect YouTube binge. We watched YouTube for like 3 hours it was like, I don't know if you've seen these videos. There's a ton of different ones in the series where it's like a shark researcher reviews shark movie scenes from movies and talks about like how realistic they are. And then we did like a lion and then like dinosaurs, where it's just like these scientists talking about like how realistic the scenes were. So obviously we watch one on sharks and talk about Jaws, but those movies are super fun because Riley loves like paleontology, history, stuff like that. And I love like movies. So it's just like fun watching just like these nerds nerd out about like how accurate the movies were. And they were cool, like Zac Efron too, where like obviously movies are very unrealistic in their portrayal of animals, but they weren't like, oh, this like Neil deGrasse Tyson is with space movies where they're like, this is so stupid and silly. How do you think that? They're all cool. And they're like, yeah, it was very fun. Like it wouldn't happen like this, but it's fun for a movie. But yeah, that was a fun YouTube binge. But Palm Springs, that would have been on my pick for sure. So I'm going to go to another movie that I really want to rewatch. This is like on the Mount Rushmore of plane movies that I think everyone loves watching on the plane. And I don't know if that clears it up for you, but it's a movie that came out in the 2010s that a lot of people watch on a plane. A lot of people say the first time they ever saw it was on a plane.
Hold on. On a plane.
Came out in the 2010s, pretty recently. More recently, it's probably in the last like 10 years.
People just be watching it on planes?
Yeah, it's just like a common movie that a lot of people, when I talk to them about it, like, yeah, the first time I ever saw it was on a plane ride. Like I saw it on like the little tablet and I selected and watched it. And it's obviously like a lighthearted.
Have no idea what you could be talking about.
Well, the answer is Crazy Rich Asians. Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, I've never
going on
it.
a summer getaway, getting married. Michelle Yeoh is great in it. Everyone's great in it. It's a fun vibe movie. You have the guy from Silicon Valley, who I can't remember his real name, but has a bazooka on a ship. It's a fun time, fun movie. Crazy Rich Asians. And then I will go with, since you did Everybody Wants Some, I'll circle us back with Dazed and Confused, which is funny because you mentioned asterisk with Everybody Wants Some, saying like it's like the week before school starts. So there's can kind of be an asterisk on Dazed and Confused that it's the day school ends. But both movies bookend summer. And both are Richard Linklater masterpieces, if I do say so myself.
Good movie. I love the amount of Linklater on our boards right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have some similar fun to your High School Musical too, and I'll take the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Hell yeah. Is it Mick or Mugwire? I think it's Mug, right?
It's MCG.
It is MC. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure Victoria will like that pick when she sees it eventually. And then on my back-to-back, I'll take a serious movie that I would like to have on my board, which you just mentioned, and I'll go with Top Gun Maverick.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way I did not pick Top Gun Maverick.
For sure. No, definitely. Like it's the summer blockbuster that saved summer blockbusters. I will go now with. Wait, you got and you already did your two. Yeah. So I'll go with a Steve Carell, Toni Collette movie. Do you know what that is from that alone?
Steve, Get Smart.
Wait, shit, not Toni Collette. That's a different. You know what? Whatever. Fuck it. We'll pick it now because that's also on my board for later. We'll go Little Miss Sunshine, which is a Steve Carell, Toni Collette movie. But wait, what is? I need to look at the cast of the other movie because is it also them in this? There's no way, no shot. It is. What the hell? It is both of them in that too. But it's my back to back. We'll go the way back.
Oh God, good pick.
I'm tucking that in the memory bank for possible trivia 10 questions of Toni Collette and Steve Carell being in a movie together. And what year? Little Miss Sunshine came out way early because 2013 was the way back. Little Miss Sunshine was like 2006. Yeah, but yeah, that was a weird, just like deja vu moment where I was like saying Toni Collette and Steve Carell so confidently for the way back, and then I was like, the Little Miss Sunshine popped in. I was like, what? No, I guess they're in both. So there you go. Those are both on my board, anyways. So they're both picked here.
Good pick. That was a funny realization you just had. Yeah. I'll go. I probably should have drafted it earlier, but I'll take Almost Famous, obviously. I really can't believe I did not take that earlier.
Well, you also knew your opponent. I was never going to pick it.
Yeah, that's true too. That's very true too. And then I'll take a movie that we actually just reviewed on Real Patreon, mid-90s. Should I take Long Legs?
I don't know. I was like, we just reviewed Long Legs, mid-90s. Most non-summer movie ever, but Long Legs being that. But mid-90s for sure. Hell yeah.
We'll go mid-90s.
And my back-to-backs to end it, we'll go number 9. We'll go from Luca Guadagnino, Call Me By Your Name, which I saw this on a list when I was prepping because I had a lot off the top of my head. Then I was like looking at a list for some more, and I was like, yeah, I guess it does take place during summer. And then I saw some like images from it, like riding the bikes through the streets and going to the pool. And it's like, yeah, very summer vibes, even though it's a very heartbreaking movie. And then we'll end it similar to Almost Famous with a movie that like I obviously should have drafted way earlier, but I'll go Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Spans many years, but it's still everything about it. Every time you see it is very summery with the desert, with him. You can see it in my background kind of a little bit with him floating on the pool and drinking margaritas, like very just, windows down, classic rock movie, summer vibes, Once Upon a Time. And actually, I think, if we're being punctual, I think there's a dot somewhere in there.
Dot in Hollywood.
And, where'd the end go? Yeah, I don't even know. But number 10, what are you going to end us off with?
I honestly don't know. You know what I wanted? Like, I wanted to find like a summer camp slasher, but like my problem is I don't watch any of those movies like in the summertime. So I feel like it would be like a weird thing to pick. But I'll get a little, fuck, now I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. I'll go with the Young Girls of Rochefort. I'll throw out something we don't typically draft. I was going to throw out After Sun or Stand By Me, or even like a Before trilogy movie, but I feel like we talk about those decently often. So I'll throw out the Young Girls of Rochefort, just a really fun 60s romantic comedy musical. Our good friend Marta put me on it a couple of when did I watch this? I watched this maybe a year ago at this point. Yeah, almost entirely a year ago. And I just really had a good time with it. So I'll throw that out as a good summer vibes to end my draft.
Nice. Well, our draft today, George selected for the best summer vibe movies. Everybody Wants Some, Crooklyn, Do the Right Thing, Jaws, Palm Springs, the Lizzie McGuire movie, Top Gun Maverick, Almost Famous, mid-90s, and the Young Girls of Rochefort. I selected Mamma Mia, The Sandlot, High School Musical 2, Wet Hot American Summer, Crazy Rich Asians, Dazed and Confused, Little Miss Sunshine, The Way Back, Call Me by Your Name, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Let us know down below. If you're a patron, you can go on the Patreon and vote for the official tally of where we're at and vote for who you think is the better draft between the two here. But obviously comment down below what you think. What do we miss? What are some huge summer vibe movies that you think we skipped over and missed out on? Because there's obviously endless amounts you could throw in here. But yeah, that's Real Quick 163. We'll see others tomorrow with our review of Eyes Wide Shut. For everyone else, we will see you all next Monday for our review of probably Twisters. And I don't know what else the topic will be, but yeah, it should be fun. Peace.